Last time on Skyrim, we're still working on the College of Winterhold quest. We actually got to the end of the game like 3 or 4 hours ago, but we weren't high enough level to be able to handle it. So we're doing something awful and so un-Skyrim-like. We're doing side quests instead of the main story quest. What the hell? But we're pretty far in the College of Winterhold. We've got a boss right in front of us. We left off last session. We have to explore this dungeon further to get a staff to bring back to the college. Nice, Silver Star. I really gotta play FF8 again. I need to figure out if it's possible for me to like recreate my save in the remastered version. Kinda don't want to start over. The Wisp Mother who's gonna kill me instantly here. Get her, Leah. Two of them. So stamina comes back faster if you're not. Let me turn this up. I know this game's kind of quiet. Stamina comes back faster if you're not. If your hands aren't out. Does Magicka come back faster as well? Oh, really? Skyrim Special Edition will accept that? Dubious whenever says someone says something just works with Skyrim, right? I thought I saw two Wisp Mothers. Maybe she had like a summon or something despawned. Yeah, I'm about 8 hours into it. I guess if someone makes like a save editor for the PC version.
Power would be your wrongdoing. That it would only serve to strengthen me.
I try really hard to play modless. I have consoled in 2 things. I've made it so that companions can't permanently die. They just go down. Because I kept having a problem where they would like permanently die and I'd continue traveling for 15 minutes before I'd realize it and then have to load my save. And with some small amount of controversy, I also have disabled encumbrance, or at least set an arbitrarily high encumbrance threshold that I don't have to worry about it. I'm sorry. Alright, try... Doesn't seem to work. Oh no, it worked. That's cool. Both are unreasonable things.
We can't stop now. We have to keep moving.
Actually interested if encumbrance survives to Elder Scrolls 6.
We keep pushing forward and we'll make it. We will.
Oh, I think I'm playing Special Edition on this one, actually. I have to double check though. Did I see that on the screen here?
I think that says Special Edition.
Whoa! Sorry, Lydia. I just set down my controller. Thank God this isn't Dark Souls, where you set down your controller on the shoulder button and murder an NPC.
Face your end.
Okay. Lydia, you make really interesting life decisions. Yeah, it's super interesting with the companions being mortal as well, because like they're almost immortal until they're not. It's one of those things where they're so close to the final stage of that design path, they just haven't fully embraced it yet. Yeah, Zlua. You know, should probably be fair, huh? Dude, the RP elements in RuneScape are so nuts. Like, you can spoilers a little bit for where I am in RuneScape. It's mild though. There's some quest you have to do where you have to harvest Nightshade, and you have to be wearing leather gloves to do it. And I'm just like, games don't fucking do that anymore, man. I get why they don't, but you lose something by not having little things like that. Specific random... I think it's not even as leather gloves. You have to be wearing non-fingerless gloves, and it actually goes to the trouble of qualifying every glove item in the game, is whether it's fingerless or not, qualifies for that quest. The problem is that you basically put yourself in a situation where the player has to make a lot of runs to their storage, and it makes things really hard to do without following a guide. But it's something that's interesting about game design that I think is different from, like, you know, storytelling or cinematography. Like, sometimes making an improvement has a drawback. Often making an improvement has a drawback. So, I know it is like some NetHack shit, exactly. No joke, old school RuneScape has my favorite quests in any MMO I've ever played. They're so good. They're basically impossible without a guide, but the shit they make you do is ridiculous. I know people have been bemoaning the loss of, like, RP stuff like that in games like World of Warcraft. Yeah, improvement is relative. Well, I think what happens is you identify a problem, like, man, traveling across the game world is super slow, it takes forever to get anywhere. Oftentimes you're just traveling through maps you've already been through a million times. A lot of the experience of playing an MMO is walking. We should add a fast travel system, and like, that is solving a problem. But like, you know, Final Fantasy XIV has had fast travel from the beginning. I don't know where anything is in that game. I've never had to walk anywhere ever. I always teleport. I don't know where any of the dungeons are because you queue into all of them. You visit them once. I think part of the struggle is, like... Oh, dead troll. What I see WoW doing is it wants to streamline things. It wants to like leave behind the RP elements, but it doesn't want to do it all the way. It doesn't fully commit. It just kind of gets rid of stuff that people like, and then doesn't get rid of enough of it to let people know this isn't your game anymore. Wish the world was a bit more contiguous, yeah. I already have a pretty good mental map of a big chunk of the RuneScape world map, just because like the way everything's structured, the way the quests are set up, you're revisiting areas so consistently. I haven't really thought about like modern MMO design or modern game design, but it's always about what's the new area. The expansions are, what am I doing next? But I feel like old school RuneScape just as often adds a new quest that has you like revisit an old NPC that you already know, and then go do a quest in a part of the game that you've already been to. Except now it's different. I don't know if Skyrim does that very much, or if it's, you know, we've got this giant world. Of course you're going to be going to a new area and a new cave every time. But it's kind of fun to get to a quest and have it be like, oh, you remember that, like, weird amulet you got from that quest, like, 200 hours ago? Go back and grab that again. What? Okay, cool. Step through the instance portal and you're right on the other side. Right, you can like look behind you and see it. It's not like the weird nebulous dungeon entrances in Final Fantasy XIV. Whoa! Well, when did I hit F5 last? Some time ago? Sorry, Lydia. Sorry, Lydia.
What are you doing?
It's not my fault magic in this universe has friendly fire. 1 sec, sorry. Remute Discord real quick, sorry. Wife is on business trip, just ping me. Nice to slow down and take it in, yeah. I wish the games had more incentive to do that. I don't know, I'm a big reward loop dude. Like, I guess Jonathan Blow is kind of right, and maybe you should just play games for their own sake. You don't need to have a cookie around every corner rewarding you for playing it. There must be traps in this room that are kicking my ass or something. But like a satisfying reward loop can make something... It can multiply the fun, basically. Convey you through the story once. It's insane that they spend so much effort on it. Basically never use outside of the very beginning of the game. These things? Confused. Oh. And now I'm dead. Congratulations, you played yourself. So I think each of these, like... These are like magical traps that are killing me? Is this a spell that I can cast? I think I have like a magic shield spell I can try using. Trap thing or something? Well, it worked. It blocked one spell. Lydia, go down the hallway. Oh, maybe that's what the potion of resist magic. Sorry, Lydia. Maybe I'll ask in a second. Thanks for asking. Yeah, right. Walking all the way back. Do I have like a dispel magic spell or something? I'll actually open up for a hint here. I'm not sure how I'm meant to get past this hallway. Some say we'll die in fire, some say we'll die in ice. Something, something. would also suffice. Oh, really? You can knock the crystals down?
Force! Toga!
So, like, spells won't work? Can't tell if the arrow is like falling. Is this a magical trap? Have we seen this before? Yeah. You shoot the arrow and just kind of like limply falls over. Run up and grab them probably is not going to happen. I also presumably can't sneak past them. Because they're not actually entities. Nope. I wonder why my shout doesn't work. You know, what causes them to detect me, though?
Force! Toga!
They just detecting my magical aura? Do different bows have different max ranges? The rug. Maybe. Is there a dispel spell? No worries, Kevin. It's a good idea. I'll just save every time I knock one down. Try it here in a second. Right, because the ice has lingering damage. Try it when I reload here. Super speed just run through the room. Hey. Okay. It's kind of funny that Fusro Da doesn't work. That may have worked. I think that worked. Thank you. Now these are mine. Cool trap. doing what I do best. I don't know if I've asked this before, but is the leveling curve in Skyrim linear or exponential? Does it generally take the same number of casts to get a level throughout the whole game? Letting Lydia fight your battles. Hey, she says she carries my burdens, right? She's the Cliff to my Rick Dalton. I play a cowboy on TV. She's a real cowboy. See you, Silverstar. Thanks again for the hosts. Good seeing you. Have a good night. Congrats again on graduating. Uses light armor skill by 17 points. Oh yeah. We're at College of Winterhold, apparently. Oh, that's spooky. Challenging but not sponges.
Yeah.
I feel like they could balance this game though. Honed Ancient Nord Greatsword of Scorching. I like all of those words. I like Honed, I like Ancient, I like Nord, I like Greatsword, I like Scorching. I like Gold, I like Showers. I don't like whatever happened to the helmet. Oh, there it is. Ancient Helmet of the Unburned. Yeah, since when is he a the? Fire resistance by 40%. Do I have something else in my helmet slot? Oh my god. The equipment system in this game, man. Even if I didn't have a million things in my inventory because of disabling encumbrance, like, it's so hard to quickly look at an item and know whether it's any good or not. Or even know, like, what stuff you have equipped. Yeah, we'll just put a little diamond next to the stuff that you have in your inventory. We won't have a separate paper doll thing. Ancient Helmet of the only 60% burned. Gotta play more of the Goth stack so I can appreciate words like of better. That game is so good, I really want to see someone make a modern interpretation of it. I bet you could teach somebody a new language with that kind of a game, like a real language.
Stop that.
So the item count's less of the problem, it's more that, like, when I look at any item that's in the game world, it takes a lot of effort that is pausing from actually playing the game to appraise that item. This is the appraisal problem we were talking about in, like, Path of Exile. There's, like, appraisal is not the core gameplay loop. But it's something you nevertheless have to do when you're exploring. I guess some players probably enjoy it, like pausing every time they find a battle axe and going, oh, does this give more or less strength? Time, slow time. Oh, that's cool. Have you played the Gostek Mine for Fish? I have a lot of trouble with a lot of enemies. This game isn't really built for a mage build. At least not until you get some of the OP stuff in the end game. Let me try out this slow time shout. I mean stuff like magical equipment, like when you find a sword, like is this, you know, +3 attack over my current sword? What's the effect on it? What are the stuffs that I have that have effects? That sort of thing. Shout at time and command it to obey. Okay, but I need dragon souls. Gotcha. Oh, but I have dragon souls. Press X to unlock. Now I can upgrade this specific one by getting more words related to it, right? It's a neat attack. Wonder if my mana regenerates at normal speed during that. So I have to find the rest of the shout. I really like the shout system. Whoa. Who's got the frost atronach? Guy casting frost magic, maybe? Run! You are reasonable to be angry with me, Ice Golem. I shot your dad. It was very mean of me. But he is a dick. This is rough indeed. Get him, Lydia. Oh, maybe I can help. I have a conjure weapon. Bounce sword. I'm doing something. Stop that. Only I may do that. It's the college quest line, yeah. I think it's just really hard to balance mage. It's either super OP or it's kind of useless. Or it's, I feel like the worst of all worlds is like the D&D problem where it's useless, 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 useless. God. Like, I wonder if that's kind of what's going on in this one, that if you get all the crazy perks, suddenly you just nuke everything with infinite magicka. That was a joke back in like 3rd edition, is that your party needed to be a meat shield, a skill monkey, and god. Eventually, you didn't need the meat shield anymore because God could do stuff that simulated having a meat shield. And eventually, you didn't need the skill monkey anymore because God could do things that simulated being a skill monkey. I've resisted the urge to become a stealth archer. I know that's the Skyrim meme, right? What's up, enthralled wizard? Oh. Hey, I wanted to hang out. I got all these points in speech or something? Well, so much for diplomacy. Hooded black mage robes. Right. And it's like, you kind of need to be being a mage to get that region. I guess you could like play through the game as something else and then find gear and stuff that gives you more Magicka region, but I think I've spent literally every level up in the game on Magicka as well. Morrowind had game-breaking spells. Should learn my lesson. Morokai. Oh, you drained my Magicka. That seems unnecessary. I drained my Magicka by myself. I don't need help. Oh, and that you make custom spells. Try using that fancy new axe I got. Say, screw the College of Winterhold. Welcome to the College of Beating People to Death.
It was a great sword with a really long name that probably won't fit on this list. That's how I found it.
Stop enthralling these wizards. Oh, jeez. Drag me into her? You're on fire, you goof. Do you only drain magic? Because it's not the best idea. Should like learn some other spells, dude. I can do this all day. Morrowind's jump spell, the one that you can get so high that you can jump like absurdly high. Hey, Staff of Magnus, that's what we came here for. Targets out of magic absorb health. Oh, that's how that's supposed to work. But it didn't work because my Magicka region is high enough that it never got below the amount. Oh shit. Yes, please. Right now. Headpiece that makes Magicka regenerate. I'm not wearing anything else. That should help just a little bit. 75, 100%. They accidentally made the numbers 50 times bigger by accident. Like the rollover with Gandhi in Civilization 1 or 2 or whatever. Look at that Magicka region. Oh, that's so nice. Dude, it's significantly faster now. If I can get a couple rings or something that help as well. Oh, wow. Skyrim is a different game for me now. Holy shit. That tells me there must be a shortcut out this door here, right? Give me my Skyrim spiral dungeon design. I know, right? He was really enthralled as Lua. He really liked that Mordecai, Mordau dude. You kill that fish, Lydia. Show him what for. Is there likely to be a switch somewhere on this side of this steel gate? Maybe I can get there from above? Oh, I bet this is it. One-handed attacks do 25% more damage. I don't know that I have a light spell. Do I? What school is it in? I do have torches.
I'm sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped. I promise you, I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this whole place away.
Okay. Should have done that before. Some people Savos Arons. Hey, that's the spiral level design I know and love. It's all a big loop, you see.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ancana was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that stuff from you now. Ancana wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead. Nothing personal.
I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid you do. Never should have come. Ah!
Stop casting your mage thing. You see what happens, Larry? Freaking Dalmar, man. Stormo is such a bad wizard name. I feel like a lot of elf names are... I'm trying to remember, we were talking about this on stream recently, that like... There's only so many generic names you can use in everything for your rando characters that you don't care about. You're gonna see someone named Serena in like every game ever. You have to be careful with who you're assigning really special, unique names to. What's the name of the baby in Twilight? With a special, unique name for no particular reason. Hadoken Swift Strider. Oh man. Two towns from Australia and strings them together. Nice. Renesmee. That's it. The creepily adult-looking baby from Twilight. Because Stephanie Meyer wrote that, and then the makers of the movie didn't really know how to interpret it. Seriously, Google original Renesmee or something like that. Original Twilight baby. To see the concept they had for a baby that looks like an adult before whatever made it to film. It's pretty spooky. Right, fast travel. Coloring Hatherley. That's pretty good. Melvin Kens. Turn to Tulfdeer. Sandstorm. Nice, smash fish.
Heard they were forming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Get on like a war horn to announce your charge. Brr, 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 brr. Can't make novelty character names. Right? Novelty character names that's what City of Heroes is for.
Guess it's all clear now.
You survived. You have it then? Let's hope it's as powerful as the Psijics believe it to be.
Why are you all the way out
Look for
here?
yourself. Ancano's
You all
power
go.
is growing.
That's good.
We can't crack whatever magic he's using to shield himself. I hope your trip to Labyrinthium was worth it. I'll be right behind you.
I'd be amazed if any of us survive this.
We never should have brought that thing here.
I'll be amazed if any of us survive this.
Rando dialogue is so funny to me.
We never
I'll
should
be
have
amazed
brought
if any of us survive this.
So how do I restore charges on a weapon like this? Or do I? Can I like repair or something? Soul gems?
Why doesn't someone do something?
Working on it. I'm someone.
Have you? You think I don't know what you're up to? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at my
I gotta let you finish
Do
monologuing.
you think you can do anything about it?
Spells are no
I
effect.
am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me.
Am I actually meant?
Use it on the eye.
Enough! Still you persist? Very well. Come then.
You can tell that's working.
Do now.
Hey Ben. He's so little. Pretty anime. So have I drained all I can drain from the orb? No, now it has health. It didn't have it during the cutscene. Thanks. Oh, then he tries to turn it back on, basically.
Yeah, I will end you.
Damn it!
Hooray! I'm gonna try to set up the cat cam for Andrea because she misses Ben on her trip here. There you go, Andrea. What are you guys fighting? What the hell is that? It's a magic anomaly. You're welcome. What do we do now?
I don't know. Ancana is gone, but whatever he's done to the Eye doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
Carnier. Yo.
We knew you would succeed. Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold. The Eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Ancano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it, for now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and carry on with your lives. You have our gratitude, Archmage.
I'm the Archmage?
Now what's going on?
I just started here 3 hours ago, but okay. That has been spoiled for me. I've heard people joke about characters asking you, "Have you ever heard of the College of Winterhold?" It's like I run that place.
You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Psijics are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage.
Archmage.
Here,
Thought he said Arc.
consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
Archmage's robes added.
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
That costs gold, and I don't have it.
Take care now.
Alright, should go find a merchant and just dump almost all of this at some point. Most of it is actual garbage, quests don't randomly require you to have any of it. All spells cost 15% less to cast, plus 50 magicka. Magicka regenerates 100% faster. I, again, like all of those words. That with the helmet should make mage way more tolerable. Oh yeah, look at that meter. I have to wait a couple seconds now to double cast Fireball instead of waiting 20 seconds. Where are my quarters? Oh, the long search is over.
Huh?
Does anyone have recommendations on another important side quest chain, a significant one? Comparable to, College of Winterhold? Unlimited power. I guess it is useful to pick up all the garbage in the game when it comes to alchemy, unfortunately. I have not done the Thieves Guild. I've basically only done the main story quests. Main story quests. And College of Winterhold now. Cool. Why don't we start Thieves Guild? Do you know where I go to start it? Riften. Thank you. So I know Cultural Osmosis Reddit posts, there's some kind of quest that involves you getting a letter that has a hand on it that just says, "We know," something like that. I always thought that was cool. No idea what the context is. I think that's this one that's not Morrowind or something. How do you go about actually figuring out alchemy? Is it just this sort of brute forcing, or maybe you find ingredients in the game world? Like recipes, I should say. Yeah, I'm just trying to dump all of it. Oh, eating stuff? If you eat it raw, that gives you a clue of what you can make with it. So if it shows me everything there in the bottom right corner, that means I've already made everything there is to make with it, right? So if I eat... Hold on. When does eating it, like how many of them do you have to eat before you know to combine it with something else? $21 gold in this giant ass chest. Sometimes eating it raw discovers stuff. Resist fire. Oh, okay. Damage magicka. That's cool. So there's just a chance every time you eat it. Just eat a bunch of nightshade, it's gonna be fine. Eat a salt pile. Guessing I shouldn't interpret that as eat, that's like study, maybe? Really? I mean, I ate the wrappings? Huh. So that's how I'm discovering they do that in a potion, I guess. Enchantment. So I just,
ate some cloth, right?
Yeah, right. It's flavorful. Literally. Okay, I don't know if I've already been to the place that we need to go to. Can't search the map, right?
So it was called Riften. I know generally what part of the map that's in. Far southeast. Hey.
Eating ingredients used to really harm me. I'm like, I just ate like 7 nightshades and I took like 4 damage. I think that would just insta-kill me. Oh, so eating ingredients to learn their effects for potion making has been a thing in Elder Scrolls for a while?
How long can such a thing last?
I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
So where am I heading in Riften to start? Because we're getting close to time. It would be a good place to stop and give myself notes where to start next time. Most of the mechanics have carried over. I feel like we were here a really long time ago.
All hail the Dragonborn.
That's me! You don't need to hail me, though. Starting in prison is classic.
You look like you could... I'm selling the best meat in town for cheap. Interested? Remember, keep this to yourself.
Wait.
Yes. Nothing but the best. Blackbriar mead, fresh from the vat. Best of all, you don't have to pay the ridiculous prices Maven charges. So what do you say to that? Here you go. Oh, and keep it quiet. This stuff isn't exactly easy to get a hold of at these prices, if you catch me drift.
Is it in the Ratway? That sounds like a place where thieves might be. Excuse me, Lydia. You can look it up real quick. Hold up.
Market during the day. Otherwise, you gotta retire and become a guard or something, Johan, right? Oh, I have to wait. Okay.
If you're looking for a handout, you want to speak with my husband.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
Make it quick.
Greetings, honored friend. Could I interest you in some fine jewelry?
I thought I did a quest to rob this guy a long time ago. Like in this area. So maybe I started it? Let me check. I don't know what the name of the quest would be. I think we're doing Resident Evil 5 next, Spencer. We're going to be separate ways this week.
Alright, Future Marstead, you're about to do the Thieves Guild quest. It's somewhere here. Make sure you Google it before you start next session so you know where to go and who to talk to. We're doing Thieves Guild because it's a significant amount of content, similar to the College of Winterhold. It didn't look like it was in my quest log. I guess I need to figure out. I'll do that via Googling.